Coming up on this episode of Elon Phoenix Weekly.
We celebrate homecoming at Elon by hearing from a former EPW alumnus.
Recap the success that Elon soccer and cross-country teams had in the CAA play last weekend.
And discuss one of the craziest college football games of the year.
All that and more.
Right here on Elon Phoenix Weekly. Welcome to the Brian and Jane Williams studio, and thank you for joining us.
Welcome to this week's episode of Elon Phoenix Weekly.
I'm Tellier Lundquist.
And I'm Taylor Schmitt.
Last weekend was homecoming for Elon, which gives us a chance to share some of the best moments and stories from this year's homecoming.
Coming up on this episode, we dig deep into Elon's success in CAA competition this week, analyze the basketball team's first performance, and hear from an Elon alumni and former player who's still killing it on and off the court.
But first, we start with the game of the week. For this week's game of the week, we look to our football program who was involved in the longest football game in Elon's history. We jump ahead to the second quarter, 4th and 2 in Elon territory. William & Mary quarterback Hollis Mathis finds Kane Everson for a solid 7 yards to extend the drive. Later in the drive, Hollis Mathis, who has been hot so far, William & Mary down 3-7, drops back, has to scramble, floats a ball to Anthony Mack for 32 yards, and the score, William & Mary goes on top 10-7. Now later in the second quarter, Davis Cheek finds Weeks in the end zone for a 4-yard score, giving Elon a 4-point lead going into halftime. In the third quarter, Hollis Mathis finds Kane Everson yet again, 47 yards deep, making the play happen and talking a little trash. Hunter Stevenson, once Elon gets the ball back, is blocked on the punt by Cody Parker, but it's recovered by Hillman and rushes for a 21-yard first down. This led to an Elon field goal by Skylar Davis, and after a few missed possessions by William & Mary, Davis Cheek gets the ball back, finds Matt Foster for 14 yards, setting up a Skylar Davis field goal that is good from 30 yards out. When William & Mary gets the ball back late in the fourth quarter, the field goal attempt is no good, which would have won the game. Now in overtime, Skylar Davis kicks the field goal from 53, hits the right upright, and extends the game. Now William & Mary with another chance, misses from 33, Tuggy left. Jake Johnston cannot find it. As we go to a third overtime, Owen Wright rushes it right down the middle and in for the 1-yard score. Elon with a chance to match them in this third overtime. Davis Cheek to Matt Foster, poetic once again, 4-yard out score. After no score in the fourth overtime, the fifth is just 2-point conversions, and Owen Wright gets the pitch from Mathis and runs it in for the 2-point conversion, which is good. Now Davis Cheek with a chance to answer, cannot get the pass complete, and William & Mary survives 31-29 on the road. Davis Cheek with 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a total of 9 missed field goals, 29 points left on the board throughout the 5 overtime game.
Well, it's definitely a long day for Elon football fans who are working to support the team for almost 8 hours since the beginning of the tailgate to the end of the final overtime period. However, it was a shorter day for basketball fans, but for some it was just as exciting as the men's team opened their season this week against Mars Hill. Standing by from the Schar Center, we have Aaron Byington reporting from the scene. Aaron, what were some things that stood out to you from the team's first game?
Thanks, Taylor. I'm in the Schar Center right after Elon's first game against Mars Hill. Elon and Mars Hill played really good games. It was a really big team effort from Elon. It was also Elon's first game for Elon head coach Mike Schrage. Elon's Marcus Sheffield played well. He had 24 points, leading the Elon Phoenix. Elon's had big efforts from their 3 new freshmen, Hunter, McIntosh, Hunter Woods, and Zach Irvin. Zach Irvin hit 3 threes in the first half to have 9 points. Hunter Woods almost had a double-double, 10 points and 9 rebounds. Hunter McIntosh played a lot of minutes in the first game, had 16 points and a lot of assists. For Mars Hill, Austin Gilliard led the team with 28 points, keeping them in the game until the end. He was a very crafty player for them. And then Simon Wright hit a big shot at the end of the game to put Elon up 86-80 with a minute left. Elon wins 90-84. From Shar Center, I'm Aaron Byington.
Thank you, Aaron. When we come back, we check out some of Elon's highlights in the CAA tournament this week. Stay tuned.
Coming into college, I knew that I wanted to do some kind of journalism in broadcast capacity has to do with sports.
I also come from a big sports family. Everyone else went to really big ACC schools, and I wanted that, but on a smaller scale, and Elon provided just that.
I loved their communication school. I loved how innovative it was, what they were doing here. All of the amenities they have, the studios and cameras was super appealing to me.
I accepted Elon just because, I was kind of eager and just really wanted to just start getting into it. And Elon really gave me the best opportunity.
I just got an email after I was accepted, and they said, hey, do you want to be part of the Maroon Sports Broadcasting cohort? And I said, yeah, of course.
Being in the cohort taught me a lot of things that I didn't even know I didn't know or was even interested in. It gave a lot of really cool opportunities that I don't think I would have gotten without being in the cohort.
I was really all in and doing really everything I could, and they really kind of jump-started me in getting the opportunities I wanted.
I'm so glad I joined these organizations, not only to gain experience, but to gain friendships and also people that I can rely on and I know that I'll be working with in the future when we're all in the professional world.
We understand the grind and the hustle of being a sports video person. So these are the people that I'll continue to be friends with after school and also that are going to help me in the professional realm. I think what Elon Sports Vision can do is give them a wide array of opportunities and show them all of the different possibilities that are available in the sports video world.
A bigger school that's maybe more prestigious for sports broadcast, you would never get these opportunities because they're all professional guys or graduates that are trying to make it big and get to the next level. And so your underclassmen or your undergraduates don't have the opportunities that we're given here at Elon.
I think Elon Sports Vision is, a place where really anyone can just come and have that passion be fueled.
Welcome back to Elon Phoenix Weekly.
This is a crazy time. While we're getting cooler in the fall season, the CAA is just starting to heat up.
Well, you're certainly right, Taylor, and a large part of that heat is coming from the cross-country team. This past weekend, Elon's cross-country team went to their conference tournament and came out with some pretty good news. The women's cross-country team earned its first ever conference championship, and we caught up with Coach Germain to see how the team pulled it off.
Welcome back inside Elon Phoenix Weekly. I'm Javik Blake alongside head coach Kevin Germain from Alumni Fieldhouse, where the Elon cross-country team just named 2019 CAA champions. Coach, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's good to be sitting here with you.
And Coach, you're just talking about how this was really a dream season for this team. You guys got so close to winning the CAA a season ago, lost by just 2 points, but this season you really ran away with the conference.
Yeah, I mean, it never felt like we ran away with it. When you look at the results, it starts to look like now. But yeah, it was certainly a great result. A lot of hard work went into it, and it really was a thing of beauty to watch on Saturday. So, been doing this for over 20 years, but this will rank real high on the best memories I've had in the sport.
What makes it so special?
Just the amount of hard work that went into it, and certainly last year factored in that we came so close, missing by 2 points. I remember just walking away, looking at those results, and just like the disappointment I felt. I knew how hard we'd worked for that performance there, and the bounce back from that. And a year's a long time. A year takes a long work. I mean, luckily we have a track season in the middle there, but it's kind of a long journey to get back here. And then we got the year rolling off to a good start, and really it's just been a fun vibe. The kids are working hard. It's been a special team chemistry. So this team was at a whole another level than the team from last year, and so they definitely went into this thing well prepared to win at a high level.
And this is your third season with Elon's women's cross country. Third place in 2017, second place in 2018, first place obviously this year. How have you seen this program grow over your tenure here at Elon?
I feel fortunate that I came into a situation. I think that was a well-developed program. The previous two coaches did a great job, and so they maybe set me up in a position to look good here. And so, my goal and motto has been we're kind of trying to go from good to great, right? They've already been in contention where they were trying to win conference titles in cross country and track. And so I've been lucky enough to kind of just put a few more, polishing touches on that to actually break through and get there. But it's been a great journey. This has definitely been the year that I feel like I've kind of got my system in place. It's taken a little bit of time to do things the way I like to do them. Certainly, I think the older athletes have adjusted to my style. Plus, we have some new athletes that kind of come in understanding my philosophy, what I was looking to do. And so the program's in a really, really good place right now.
In 14 years at Duke and then coming to Elon, is there anything you brought from your coaching tenure at Duke into the Elon cross country team?
Yeah, I'm certainly used to trying to win and compete at a high level and dealing with the pressures and the anxieties and the nerves that go along with that. And so coming into this race, I think, trying to win a championship, it's not the first time I've been there. Maybe for a couple of kids it was. And so I felt pretty, calm, composed, and collected going into it. So I think that probably helped the team at the same time that it's the first time we've won a championship in cross country, certainly here at Elon, but it's not the first time that I've been in this position myself.
And Scholastica Keme, really one of the biggest runners on this team, 4 wins on the year. She's not only received CAA recognition, she's received national recognition as well. What makes her so special?
Yeah, no, I'm still learning what her potential is. She's just getting better and better and better. We've only coached her for just a little under a year, and it took a little bit of time for her to get comfortable here and transition, academically, socially, athletically, but we're starting to really, really see her brilliance now. But if you watched her run from day one, she just looks so smooth and so natural. She's just like bouncing off the ground. And so I think it just took her kind of getting comfortable and confident here that we're starting to see what she can really do. And I think this weekend she looked strong in pose, and I think she has the ability to make it to the next level and qualify for national championships, but it's real competitive at that level. I'm excited to see what she can do at the next level when we get to the regional meet. It's going to be a fun test for her. And she's broken multiple school records this year. It seems like every single meet she's breaking a brand new school record. How fun is that to coach from your perspective? Yeah, she makes it look easy, but the thing I would admire, like last year wasn't easy, and so she put the work in. This year is kind of seeing the fruits of all that hard work, and so, but yeah, this is kind of, getting to see the icing on the cake and so forth. But this one's been working. I think since she came to the U.S., a few years back, she's been struggling to get to this level, and now things are just clicking, and it just seems natural and easy, and that's just a thing of beauty. But as a coach, you got to enjoy also kind of the challenging steps and the grind. Like, you got to enjoy what we did last spring and last winter in terms of trying to make those baby steps. But it's certainly sometimes a little bit easier to smile and enjoy the more exciting steps right now.
And with Keme coming from Kenya to the United States, how have you seen her growth? I know you haven't coached her for all 4 years, but in your time here, how have you seen her grow, not just as an athlete, but as a person as well?
Yeah, I think her comfort factor, just kind of understanding how we do things. I think the expectations of how we're trying to operate academically and athletically is a whole nother level than the culture she's been about before. And so getting adjusted, that's been good. And I think, she's smiling more. She's having more fun. And I think she feels good to her that she's contributing at a high level, where she first came, she wasn't kind of racing at the level that she wanted to. And I think that kind of aided her a little bit, and so it's just good to see someone running fast and smiling, and she's doing really, really well academically at the same time as well.
With Phoenix Faithful, hoping for the best of luck in the Southeast Regionals. Thank you so much for joining us today, Coach. And you can learn everything about the women's cross country team and Coach Kevin Germain on elonphoenix.com. Coach, thank you so much for joining us today. This is Elon Phoenix Weekly.
Elon's postseason continues as the Phoenix travel to the NCAA Southeast Regional Championships on Friday, November 15th. But cross country was not the only team making history last week. Elon competed in the CAA tournament for the first time in program history. Soccer correspondent Kole Noble is standing by from outside Rudd Field to break down the women's soccer CAA tournament.
I'm Kole Noble here outside the beautiful Rudd Field, where Elon University just wrapped up their historic season in women's soccer. The Elon Phoenix finished their regular season at 11-5-2, which led to the first ever CAA tournament appearance for women's soccer history in the program. That kicked off on November 1st, where Elon University defeated Northeastern 2-1 after goals by Hannah Doherty and Jessica Carrieri paved the way for their victory. That set up the first ever semifinals appearance, which took place in Hampstead, New York on November 3rd against Hofstra University. After being trailed 3-0 in the game, Elon finally got on the board late when Carson Jones raced to the defense to score the first point of the game. The deficit, however, was too much, and Elon ended up falling down 3-1, which ended their historic season. The 12 wins this year were the most ever for the program since 2013, and the 39 goals were the most ever for head coach Neil Payne. But that's going to wrap up this season, and now let's take a look at some of the best scores and highlights from the past year.
Congratulations to the women's soccer team for a phenomenal season and a great comeback year. But shifting from the pitch to the diamond, Coach Mike Kennedy and the Elon baseball team had one of their best seasons in recent memory, going 33-24 overall and 19-5 in CAA play, edging out the College of Charleston to win their first regular season CAA championship. On November 2nd, they received their championship rings during their ceremony, including alums Cam Devaney, Kyle Bernovich, and others. Elon won 7 of 8 conference series to include 4 series sweeps and went on a run of 12 consecutive CAA wins. Head coach Mike Kennedy was also named the 2019 CAA Coach of the Year, along with George Kirby, who was named the Pitcher of the Year and later went on to be drafted in the first round of the MLB draft. A big congrats to all the players and coaches that are involved in that program for all the success.
Coming up, we give you all an inside look into one of Elon's beautiful training facilities. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
If I had to pick something that I'm taking from Elon, I want to take that can-do mentality. I don't think the world needs another person talking about how many problems we have. I think the world needs people who are going to go out there and do something about them.
I didn't come to Elon to check a box or to fulfill requirements, to study conventionally. I came for the experiential components. I came for the people.
Welcome back to Elon Phoenix Weekly. Now this year on Elon Phoenix Weekly, we have seen a lot of the Schar Center and the other great athletic facilities on Elon's campus. But one facility that has not gotten enough love is the golf training facility. This week, we got a tour of the Cecile Worsley III Golf Training Center and sat down with the men's head golf coach, Don Hill.
Hi, I'm Muller. I'm here at the Worsley Golf Training Center, here with Coach Don Hill, and we're here to have an interview and talk about the fall season and the upcoming spring season. So, Coach, Graham Hutchison had a great final tournament of the year. He finished 26th in the Grand Dover Collegiate. And what are you looking forward to in the upcoming spring, and what did he do differently in that tournament than all the others?
Graham has had a lot of growth in the last couple of years. Really, I would say in the last 12 months. If you go back to last spring, he started playing a lot of really good golf, had a very good opportunity to win the conference championship. A little unfortunate down the stretch with a few things that are out of his control, but has played great golf. Worked extremely hard this summer. His technique, his golf swing's improved, and he really came back with a sense of purpose. Not just Grand Dover, he was our low finisher there, but he's played exceptional golf. He's had some personal bests down in Myrtle Beach, their first event of the fall. He came back out, NC State finished top 15, and has just been the epitome of a leader. Both he and Max Ferrari have been named team captains, and they've been great leaders for us this fall.
Well, thank you for your time in this interview,
My pleasure.
Coach.
Thank you.
Would you mind giving us a tour of the facility?
Oh, I'd love to. It's a little bit under construction right now, but I'd love to show you guys around.
All right, awesome.
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna tee off here at the training studio, and he's gonna give us a tour.
Yep. So welcome. All right. Where do you want to go?
Anywhere, you lead.
All right. So what we have in here is we are very fortunate. We have two indoor hitting bays. You can kind of see the mats on the floor. We have some video equipment in the back, television. You can plug your iPhone in or an iPad into. We have a lot of the software where players will come out here, they'll video their swings. We'll get them in here on the television, draw some lines, do some different things, make sure they're in the right position. We also have a flight scope, which is a TrackMan type device. And what we can do there is we set it about 10 feet behind the golfers as they strike golf balls in practice. We can monitor club head speed, tag angle, how far they're hitting down on the golf ball, their path, face as it relates to the path, so we can diagnose any issues that may arise physically striking the golf ball. Plus, if you can match the face to the path, a lot of times you get a straighter golf shot. So we do a lot of work in here. Obviously, we have a great facility with the irrigation and different targets and different ways we use the targets and how we do it in the practice setting. So we spend a lot of time in this room, quite frankly. So we actually have another bay on the other side of the wall over here. And they have their lockers in here as well. Most keep their golf bags here. Some use push carts, pull carts, especially the women's team. Everything they would need. We'll pick on somebody. Let's see who's got it. We'll go with Graham, right? Since we talked about Graham earlier. That way they can keep his old set of golf gloves in here, no golf bags and golf shoes. An extra driver head cover golf balls, which are really important. Head covers. And then one of the things that we do as a program that I believe in is you want to leave it better than you found it, right? That's how you play the game. When you go play golf, you want to fix your divots, fix ball marks, those sort of things. We always want to leave things better than we found them. And so we have former players, when they use a locker, they sign their locker to let people know, hey, this is my locker. And then so then Graham, when he graduates next year, he'll sign it and it'll be passed down to the next golfer. So going out this way, you can see pictures of former golfers that played here, even back to our NAIA days on the other side. Going down the hallway, All-Americans, academic All-Americans. We obviously believe heavily in the academic process here. The cart's never going to go before the horse. We want to be on the golf course and in the classroom the best we can possibly be. We believe that those two bubbles they overlap, and where they overlap and intersect is where we want to live as golf programs here. So we have a study hall lounge in here, so the players can study while they're out here, while they can so they can do different things. After you go first, you good? So whiteboard, we can do small team meetings in here. Players will come in, they'll do some study hall in here at various times of the day. With Sam Murray, our academic advisor, we make sure that we coordinate everything. But we want them to provide them with an opportunity while they're out here to study and take care of their academics as well. When you walk in, obviously we have television, kind of the reception room, and then my office is down the hallway. Let's go see it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see where all the magic happens.
maybe where the sausage gets made, right? Indoor putting mat, putting area so the players can putt. Having the opportunity to do this when you have bad weather. I'd love to expand that one day. But this is a great start. And we're very fortunate as to what we have and what we have to work Coach Doctor and I share an office, and so you can kind of see his desk, you see my desk, we're a little bit of the odd couple. That's also kind of fun. But, a couple of our tournament wins up here, some things from my playing days and coaching days, painting the facility, whiteboard with all my recruiting notes over there. My desk is here, and then just kind of, it's kind of where we spend our time when we're not outside on the golf course. So.
Do you know who painted the painting?
My mother.
Oh, it's really nice.
Yeah, she kept all of that talent to herself. She didn't give me any of it. I have no artistic ability whatsoever, but she has a lot of it. So.
Well, she gave you the golf skill.
Yeah,
she gave you the golf talent.
Yeah. She will. Yeah. I think she'll probably take credit for that. So anyway, and then if you go outside, there's a putting green, a bent grass, and a Bermuda grass green that we can go look at next if you'd like to.
Yeah, let's go.
Fantastic.
You lead the way.
All right, I can do it.
This is a really nice facility.
We are very fortunate. This is Coach Dockrell right here, our women's golf coach, and his wife Terry.
How you doing?
Hi.
Saw where the golf class was hitting earlier. Over in the distance, we have two greens. The green right now, as a matter of fact. Bent grass green, we primarily spend time putting. Low chips here, we don't want to beat it up too much. It's very nice, very fine grass. On the far side is the Bermuda grass green. So that way when we go to golf tournaments, if we face bent grass greens, we're prepared. If we have Bermuda grass greens, we're prepared. So it's all about preparation.
Is it open to the public? Or is
Yes, it is.
just
It's open to students and to the public.
Oh, awesome. So anyone could come at any time with their own golfing equipment and
Yes.
tee off.
The Hardin Clubhouse down at the bottom has golf balls for students and just general public, and then this building is just proprietary for the men's and women's golf programs.
And there's classes that happen here, correct?
Yes, classes happen here, practice happens here. They've had color runs, and the cross country used to run across here, so we've had a lot of stuff that goes on out here.
Well, it's a beautiful facility. You guys are very blessed to have this kind of facility.
Very fortunate. Yes.
Well, thank you for your time and thanks for the tour.
My pleasure.
And you guys have a great spring season.
Thank you. Go Elon.
Go Elon.
Staying on the trend of homecoming, this week we had a chance to catch up with 2015 graduate Zora Stevenson. Stevenson recently scored a job with the Milwaukee Bucks as a reporter and has graciously offered her time to give us a sneak peek into her new life.
Zora Stevenson here, coming to you all from Los Angeles. I am the sideline and digital reporter for the Milwaukee Bucks on Fox Sports Wisconsin. You can also catch some of our games on NBA TV. How did I get here? Because hard work met opportunity one day. After I graduated, I was a reporter in Greenville, North Carolina, shooting, writing, editing, all my own stuff. Then I went to Denver, Colorado. I worked for the Fox affiliate out there. Did basically the same thing, but I was also anchoring on the weekends, weekend mornings. And then I got this amazing opportunity to join the Milwaukee Bucks and combine my love of basketball. I played at Elon with my love of storytelling and reporting. It's been an amazing journey. My proudest moment after graduation, that would be really, really hard. I've had a lot of moments where I've been really, really fulfilled. I just think that I'm honored to be able to do what I love for a living. I get paid to talk about basketball. I don't think it gets much better than that. And how did Elon Phoenix Weekly help me? In so many different ways, but one word comes to mind: reps. Doing what you want to do. And I love that with Elon Phoenix Weekly, you have to learn every single position. I think it's so valuable. No matter if you want to be on camera, you need to learn how to be a director, a producer, a technical director, whatever it may be. So cheers to you all. If you ever need anything, you know how to reach me. Have a good one.
Stevenson comes from the NBA franchise from Denver, where she was an Emmy Award-winning news reporter and anchor at Fox 31 and Colorado's own Channel 2.
If you missed anything or want to watch it again, be sure to check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Elon Phoenix Weekly.
You can also catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and now Twitter.
Head to elonphoenix.com to learn more about upcoming games and exciting successes for Elon Athletics. And don't forget to tune in next time when we return for another exciting edition of Elon Phoenix Weekly.
On behalf of our producers and crew here at the show, we hope you have a great weekend.
For Elon Phoenix Weekly, I'm Tellier Lundquist.
And I'm Taylor Schmitt. See you next time.